Hey everyone, it's me, Carla Sparks with www.intuitivesparks.com. I would love to be able to help you connect with a past loved one and get words of healing. You can contact me there at intuitivesparks.com and we can set up an appointment and see when we can meet. I would love to do that for all of you. Thank you so much for your support. You can also find me on Intuitive Sparks with Carla on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is Carla Sparks. And this is a reading for the Beckleys where I connected with a loved one that had crossed over, Maria. I hope you do truly enjoy this and it can resonate in your heart and give you words of healing. I did want to stop and take a moment and let people know I am an evidential medium. That meaning I bring evidence, not only general things from someone that could have passed, but evidence that you know that it is, in fact, your loved one coming through to you. I can see spirit in my head as well as sometimes outside of my head. I can hear spirit in my head. Spirit can impress pictures upon me in my head, such as a movie screen or just a scene playing out. And when this scene plays out, I can see it as well as hear it sometimes, depending on what spirit wants to bring through to me. So sometimes I'm given numbers, symbols, pictures. I hear them, I see them. I can describe a location. What you have to do if you cannot take it at that present moment is take it in and think on it, because spirit has a funny way of coming through sometimes with almost puzzle-like characteristics where you know it resonates in some way, but you need that extra time to kind of think it out and see how they are trying to, in fact, connect with you and let you know that they are with you and they are okay. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this example of a reading I have done for the Beckleys with Maria. Thank you so much. Okay, before I start, I have to say I took my glasses off for a moment. They're reading glasses, and they're blue. I've got a pair of black ones, but I don't know where they're at. I do not like them, but I'm 45 now, and my eyesight's kind of failing on me a little bit. So I'm going to get started. With that being said, I'll probably take my glasses on and off. So hope you guys don't mind that. And I'm going to get on with the reading now. To the Beckleys, I truly hope this gives you some form of healing. And I look forward to hearing back from you. So when I first connect with spirit, I just like to give people a little bit of information. When I first connect with spirit, I say a prayer to God because I do believe in God, and I thank Him for filling me with His Holy Spirit. And after that, I ask my spirit guides to come in and assist me with the spirit that has passed to make them feel comfortable to come through. And then I just kind of clear my mind and imagine a brilliant light, and I'm connected. Used to, it would take me forever, but after about 30 seconds or so, I get connected. So here we go with the reading. The first thing when I connected with Maria was I instantly heard Amelia, an A name, coming through. And I hate even saying A name because it was truly what sounded like Amelia, Amy something, because that was very clear. Now, when spirit comes through to me, it can be very clear yet very fast because spirit is on a much higher energy vibration than we are. But it did sound like Amelia. She was bringing acknowledgement to in some sort. So I wanted to give that to you. All of this is done in automatic writing. I have several pages to where I did connect earlier. Maria perhaps will come through while I do this reading some more. That has happened on many occasions, but this reading was done via automatic writing. She tells me that she is ready after she brings up the Amelia, and I'll show you just as I received it. Amelia, she's calling out Amelia. She is ready. And we'll just go from there. She is taking her fingers and pushing back a piece of hair from her forehead. I feel like she's showing this to me because she did this often. So she would take and go like this, whether it be to you or a family member or just to herself. But she's acknowledging this to be important, a validating fact that that is, in fact, her coming through to you. She seems very serious and focused on trying to help you understand things. Does this make some sense? She impressed upon me the feeling that she really felt a tremendous need for you to understand some things, and I'm going to try the best I can to relay her messages to you. She's laughing. I can hear her laughing. She's telling me that people told her that she favored Selma Hayek. She is, I don't know where Selma Hayek is from, but she's a beautiful foreign actress. I can see her clearly in my mind right now. But she's laughing, telling me that people would tell her that she favored her, and she took that as a tremendous compliment. She's saying with a smile, it was a true compliment to her. She's telling me, okay, so in this reading, I'm going to show you what I've written, and I'll leave it up here for a second in the automatic writing. And I'm going to try to, you can go back and pause it if you want to read that, if I didn't leave it up long enough. I'm going to try to give it to you the way she gave it to me when it was written down. At first I hear her saying, do you hear the sounds of the ocean? And then I heard the ocean waves knocking up against the rocks. Just, if you can take yourself to that place, and if you've been at the ocean, just hear the waves coming in and hitting up against rocks, pylons. That's what she heard. She made me hear that in my mind. And then after she impressed that into my mind, I visually saw it. I saw the ocean waves coming in and hitting like a huge natural rock wall, cliff. She loved it. I feel like she really loved this. I feel like she really loved the ocean. That's what she made me feel. She's showing me and letting me hear it to be of importance. So I feel like she truly loved this. I also feel like a family member could have recently gone and visited, experienced this site. I don't know, but she is showing me this picture of this place as well as letting me hear it. So I'm seeing it and hearing it. So it's very important. But I want you to take that and really think about that, because she's so strongly impressing all the senses in on it. I can't smell it right now. I do pick up on smells sometimes, but she's not giving me a smell. She's just giving me the sound as well as painting the whole picture for me. So I see it in my mind as if you would see a TV show on TV. Now she's coming through to me saying, oh, Carla. And she's making me feel as if she would say this to others often, one of her traits, like, oh, so-and-so, or oh, so-and-so. So, like, if somebody came to her with either a problem they were going through, or wanting to be forgiven for something, she'd be like, oh, whatever that person's name was, it's okay, or oh, when are you going to learn, or but the trait she is positively putting through is oh, so and so, or oh, such and such. Does this make some sense to you? I would love to hear feedback on that as well. She tells me she used to be a bit thinner in life, and that is when most of the Selma Hayek's compliments came in of people saying that she looked like this famous movie star. I personally spoke back to her and told her that I felt she was beautiful inside and out. So she liked that a lot. But she did want to bring that point across, so I felt it to be of importance. She says sometimes being attractive can be quite hard. Sometimes you can attract the wrong ones to you, she says. I suppose it is sort of a life lesson we must go through. So this is very important. I feel like her way of telling me this was her way of getting this through to you guys, and hopefully you'll understand the message that she is delivering there to you regarding that. She's showing me a symbol and a number. The symbol is a ribbon. It goes like, just like this, okay? I clearly see the ribbon, and I'm automatically impressed upon in my mind that it is the sign for Cancer. And she does say that it is the Susan G. Komen sign for Cancer. So Cancer is to be acknowledged here. She is not coming through and letting me know if she passed of Cancer, but she is bringing up Cancer. It could possibly be a very close loved one that is with her in spirit that has passed. Don't know. She's putting me, and I'm going to be straight up with you when I do not know. So I'm telling you, she's addressing Cancer. She's showing me the ribbons, Susan G. Komen. So Cancer is to be acknowledged there. Let's see. And as far as the sign, I mean, I can show you this right here that I've written. Just so you'll see. I'll be happy to mail the automatic writing to you as well. You'll have the video forever, but just to give you some things as far as what I received during the automatic writing. So that was the symbol. The number that she shows me to be important is the number 8. This could be the 8th to signify a birth date or a death date. I feel though when she put this number in front of me, I really did not feel like it was a death date. I do not feel like it was the date of her passing. I feel like it was a day of celebration, and not just recently passed. I feel like it is a day of celebration upcoming on the 8th. I really feel like it is a date and not a specific number, like my favorite number was 8, or there's 8 kids or 8 grandkids. I don't feel like that. I feel like that it is a date, the 8th day or month, to be acknowledged to be of importance. So if you could let me know on that, I would really appreciate this. I really felt like it was a day of celebration. And I know that when someone passes, we are to portray it as a day of celebration and celebrating their life, in which we do, but we are very sorrowful and down when someone passes normally, even though it's a day of celebration. So I really feel like this was a day of celebration, to celebrate a birthday, a wedding. Something very important was celebrated on the 8th or in the 8th month that she is acknowledging coming through to you. I'm also seeing an E name. I cannot make out all the letters in it, but it's an E name to be addressed. It's either Ellis or Eli, Elijah, E something. There's an E, and I can make out E-L. So I'm being impressed in my mind the actual letters of the word, but I cannot make it out clearly. I can see like the first 2 letters, and the rest are kind of a blur. That's the way Spirit comes through sometimes. Even if I ask them to make it more clear, sometimes I cannot pick up. So E-L, Ellis, Eli, Elijah, or E initial, L initial, E-L something to be of importance. January is very important to be acknowledged. And she did not come out and say January to me. She impressed the word, the letters January in my mind. So January is important, whether it be a birth date, death date, someone's marriage. But it is to be acknowledged, to be important. Her way of coming through to you to let you know that she is with you. Okay, so the very next thing I get is she is showing me this. I'm going to show it to you guys first. If you can see that flag. I'm going to show this to you, and I'm going to tell you what the flag symbol means. She shows me a flag, but not like a country flag. She is bringing up, I am seeing this flag, and it's flopping and waving in the wind, but I'm seeing it at a country club type setting, a golf course, something having to do with golf. The flag is at a hole where like the golf ball would be hit into the hole. Could be that one of you just played golf or love it, or she did. It's just her way of coming through to acknowledge it. But I'm clearly picking it up as like a golf type flag, a small flag. It's a small flag. It's not a big country flag or a flag somebody'd hang in their yard or anything like that. So, and I'm being shown a golf course, the hills, and the flag with the hole at the bottom. So that is impressing upon me, golf. She's not saying golf or anything to me, so I'm just seeing the picture. So I'm going to give it to you like that. She's showing me a brick building to be of importance. It looks to be 5 floors high, 5 stories, possibly a story or 2 more. I don't know, but what I can see is 5 floors because I counted them. I counted the windows. The 3rd floor, 2nd window, she shows me a light on in the window. We're standing outside. So I'm seeing this brick building with the floors, and she's showing me this floor with the light on in the window to be of importance. She makes me feel as if she was outside of her body right before physically passing, looking in. I don't know if this is a metaphor for her showing me this building and we're standing outside of the building looking in, or if this building has something to do with her passing. But it was 5 floors that I could visibly see and count. Could have been a couple of more. 3rd floor, 2nd window, and give or take a floor now because I'm showing you, I am telling you what I was shown in my head as a picture type form. She says, Carla, it was the weirdest thing, and at first I did not understand what was happening because I was seeing it. I felt kind of like I was dreaming. Now, this is her words coming from her through me to you. And then the light came upon me. Instantly, I knew I was overcome with the most beautiful love and could feel indescribable. And that's what she gave me. And to me, I took this as right before she passed away, she was literally outside of her body. And at first did not know what was going on. And she could see herself there and everything. And then once her body, her spirit actually left her body, she saw that. Her spirit came up to where she was and she realized she was past. And she felt a total comfort. She said it was incredible. And I will show you that. I will show you that here where I wrote it. Most beautiful love one could feel. And this down below, this part here is another message. But I'll go ahead and show that to you because I'm going to start on that part next. If you'll look at this picture she impressed upon me. I am not the best artist, but I'm going to try to go with it and explain it to you. As you can see, I'm going to try to hold it up and point it out. This looked like a roof or the top of a ship, the top of some sort of dwelling. I don't know if it was a building or a boat or what, but I do know the color. It was a rust color, a reddish brownish tint, reddish brownish orange tint. In here, if you can see, the reason I truly it was impressed upon me that it was a boat because this part here was open, like a person could walk up underneath this. It was open, like the top part here was covered, but then right here in this blank space where my finger is was like the opening on the deck area. And then if you go over this way, you can clearly see a half oval shaped, which I made out to be a window. And then there was like a little wall there and another clear window here, a square window. Let me see if I can hold it up closer where you guys can see it. And see down below the windows I wrote teak wood. That was like down here where it says teak wood, that was like a thick wooden rail, which is why I took it as a boat. She impressed upon me it was a boat, but I'm not 100% certain it was a boat. But regardless, boat or building, dwelling, you need to really think back on this because this is of major importance to her that she is acknowledging here, okay? So if it does not resonate, please think on it, and I really, truly want to know. So please give me some feedback on that. She mentions also a black lantern or an outdoor lamp stuck in the ground to be an importance. So you know how people have outside their home, near their walkway, will be like a tall black post in the ground with a lantern. But now people these days have the little solar lighting things around their sidewalk. Well, she impressed upon me that it was a lantern shape. So there's something about a lantern. And she says, she makes me feel like she's making it act up. Like it's not working properly. It's flashing, or a light will come on, or it may not come on. And then 2 or 3 days later, it'll come on. If this has not happened yet, it's going to. This is going to be her way of coming through to you the easiest. Spirits come through to us easiest way in dreams or through electrical outlets. So please look for the flashing light in a lantern. This is not going to be a light inside your home. This is going to be an outdoor light, outdoor type light. That's how she's going to come through to you. She's bringing up cat. She wants me to talk about the cat. I don't know if she had a cat that passed that is there with her in spirit, or somebody's cat is acting up. She says to bring up the cat. She does not say what it is, but she wants me to mention the cat. Also, she wants me to mention 1980 to be of importance. 1980 to be of importance. That's all she did. She gave me the date. I saw it inside my head. There is a man there to her left in spirit with her. He's very tall and thin, but fit, late to mid-70s. This man is going to be a grandfather, father, uncle's figure on her mother's side. This is going to be a grandfather or uncle type figure on her mother's side that has passed. On her mother's side that is there with her in spirit, if you could acknowledge this. Something had happened to his elbow at one time, and he stood and worked at like a high table with a light hanging over it. So like kind of like a drafting table. It's not like sitting down at the desk that I'm sitting at now, which is kind of low, but it was more like instead of sitting on a regular chair, he was standing up on a stool such as this, you know, kind of, and there was a light under him. So if you could acknowledge that, that would be great. She's given me the initial Q to be of importance. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting, most of the time when I get a couple of letters, I can make out if it's a name or whatever, but this is just a Q to be of importance. Did you play, let's see, she's asking me, did you play it and see a lot when you were young? Just heard her saying it does this mean anything to you? Q, did you play? Okay, I remember now. She's bringing up the game, playing it. She's like, you played it. Like tag, you're it. She's like, I can just see her running around saying, you're it, and it. She called the game it. You're it. Instead of hide and seek. I don't know if she played this with her family or if somebody has recently played this and she instantly came to their mind, but this is her way of coming through to acknowledge she is with you and loves you very much. She is leaving me with the initials AM. Last thing I got, AM. I do not know if this is her referencing AM name, AM initials. We did speak of Amelia earlier. But she's not coming through. I've asked her to come through and let me, is this a name or is this in the morning? I don't know if she's signifying that she passed in the morning. But that is what I received from her. I thanked her, and I truly hope that this resonates with you in some way. I look forward to hearing your feedback. God bless, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Much love and light to you. Thank you. Bye.